students and Saira. Let us do EVS 1, lesson number 17, My Upbringing. We are going to learn this lesson in parts. We are not going to do the full lesson in one video. There will be 2-3 videos of this lesson which will help us to understand slowly and in a better way. Okay, so let us start by learning the new words. The first word is childhood, childhood. What do you mean by childhood? Childhood means when you are small, okay, and you do all sorts of things. You study, you play, you run, you jump, and when you grow big, you remember all those days. So that is childhood days when you were small and when you used to do all sorts of childhood things. That is known as childhood. Second one is upbringing. Upbringing means the way the parents, grandparents, relatives, they help us to become big. Like, they teach us how to walk, they teach us how to talk, they teach us how to write, they teach us to do various sorts of activities. That is called upbringing. They show us what is good, what is bad, they correct us when we go wrong. So all these things together makes our upbringing. Okay, the way we are brought up by our family members is known as upbringing. Third one is thoughts, thoughts. Now thoughts can be good, thoughts can be bad. The things which you think are known as thoughts. Okay, and you should always have good thoughts about others, about yourself too. Okay, good thoughts always are good for you and as well as for others. Okay, so thoughts are the things which we think. Fourth one is appreciate. Appreciate. Appreciate means when you praise someone, those who have done good job, those who have done good work, when you praise a particular person, that is known appreciate. Okay, praising for some good things is known as appreciate. See, when you do good at class, when you do good in studies, when you do good in sports, the teachers, the principal, our parents, they appreciate us. They tell us, yes, you have done a good job, excellent, keep it up. That is known as appreciate or appreciation. Okay, and fifth one is relentlessly. Relentlessly means continuously. Okay, relentlessly means, they, our parents put our heart and soul, our mind, everything they put behind us, to always make us a good person in life. So they are struggling, they are putting a lot of efforts, that is relentlessly, continuously they are trying something or the other to make you a good person in life. Okay, so that is known as relentlessly. Okay, children, so these were the new words which we will learn in, in this chapter. Okay, learn these words, make a note of these words, write it five times and learn this, so that while writing answers you will not make mistakes in these spellings. Okay, and you will not lose marks. Now the next one is I'll show you some pictures. Okay, see this picture, you can see of a mother and a son brushing teeth. Okay, then this picture you will see father and son riding a bicycle. Then this picture you will see that grandmother is telling stories to the children. Okay, and in this picture you will see mother is teaching her daughter some cooking skills, or how to cook, vegetables, wash vegetables, or what are the basic things in cooking. So what does all these pictures tell us? All these pictures tell us that when we are small till we become little big, we learn a number of thousands of things from our parents, from our grandparents, from our elders. Okay, in the first picture you see a mother and son are brushing teeth. Mother is teaching son a good habit like brushing teeth twice a day. See, even our parents tell us you should brush teeth when you get up in the morning and when you go before you go to sleep. So if you brush your teeth twice a day, your teeth becomes strong, it remains healthy. Okay, it doesn't become the teeth doesn't pain frequently, germs don't go and settle in our teeth. Okay, and you don't have toothache problems. So brushing your teeth twice a day is a good habit. In this picture, a mother is teaching her son how to brush a teeth. So second picture you can see a father is showing his son how to ride a bicycle. He is helping his son to ride a bicycle. And slowly, see, when you start learning bicycle, your father or your mother holds you initially, okay, 2 3 1 week they will hold you and you are riding, and there are two extra wheels at the side for your full support so you don't fall. Then slowly when you catch balance, okay, then the two wheels at the side are removed. See, can you see your these two wheels? They are, sorry, see, these are the, 1 minute, okay, see, these are the two wheels. See this, so one at this side, left hand side, and one at the right hand side. So these give support to the bicycle and you don't fall off. But after some days these wheels are removed, these support wheels are removed, and then you start riding the bicycle without your daddy's and mummy's support and without the support of these two extra wheels, and then you become perfect in riding a bicycle. So these are the steps in learning bicycle which are taught by our parents or grandparents or relatives or friends. Anybody can help you out in this. In this picture you can see a grandmother tells stories to her grandchildren. See, grandparents often share with us all the past things whichever they have, experienced in their life, and they love to tell us stories, they love to spend time with us, and the most important thing, they love to talk to us, okay. And they also feel that you also should share the same things what they are sharing, talking and telling everything whatever has happened in day to day activities at school, at home, whatever has happened to you the whole day, they like to listen to you, okay. So grandparents play a very important role in children's life, okay. And in this picture you can see a mother is teaching her daughter how to cook. Her knife is there in her daughter's hand, but she's taking care that she cuts it properly. She's teaching her that you keep your fingers away, hold the knife properly, and she's teaching her daughter how to make a salad. So basic things are taught by your parents at a very early age, which helps us definitely when we grow up to become independent in life. We cannot depend on our parents till we grow old or till we become big. After a certain period of time, after a certain age, you do all your things on your own and you do it independently without the help of parents. Yes or no? So all these things parents teach us slowly, gradually, which helps us in our upbringing, which gives us a good upbringing. Okay. Now, how do you learn all these things? And who taught you all these things? Okay, who taught you all these things and how do you learn these things? Now, as I showed you to the pictures, that we learn all these things from our parents, from our elders, from our grandparents, from our relatives. Okay, and they help us always to to become a good person in life. They want us to become a good person in life. Now, we learn many different things while we are growing up. Yes, as I showed you the pictures, brushing teeth, riding a bicycle, cooking, listening to stories. Okay, and there are many other things. These are only few pictures, but there are many other things. They lead to the development of certain habits, likes, and dislikes. See, what happens when we are learning to all these things, we develop certain good habits and we develop certain likes and dislikes. Okay, at a very early age many children come to know what they are going to become. Okay, they say that when I grow up I want to become a doctor, when I grow up I want to become a teacher, when I grow up I want to become an engineer. So at a very early age they know what is good for them, what is bad for them, and they develop their likes and dislikes. Okay, and we all have different likes and dislikes. You may like some vegetable which I don't like. Okay, I may like that vegetable which you don't like. So each and every person's likes and dislikes are different. Okay, they shape our views and thoughts. Okay, they shape our views means they change the way of thinking, they change our views of looking at the things. So this all helps us in our upbringing. And this is what is known as upbringing. All together, all these points together make our upbringing. Okay, we have learned many things from our parents, very, very true, from our grandparents, very true, and relatives. Yes, uncle, aunt, elder brother, elder sister, cousins. We learn a lot of things from our parents, grandparents, and relatives every day, every moment of our life. Okay, to which helps us in our upbringing and which helps us to become a good person in life. Holding our hands. Our parents teach us to walk. Yes, when you are a baby, when you are crawling, after you start walking, they take the support of, parents hold their hands and they teach us how to walk. Important. They teach us how to behave and how to talk to others. See, when two elders are talking, and when some child distracts in between, or when you speak in between, when your mother and father is talking something, then your mother or father may tell you that, don't you see that we are talking something important? Can you talk to us later, or can you say, excuse me, can I ask you something, and then you can talk whatever you want to talk. These are the good habits which they teach us when we are growing up. Okay, like when you're going inside somebody's room, so you should always knock the door and then you can ask, can I come in, and then you should enter the room. Okay, whether it is your parents bedroom, whether it is the teacher's staff room, whether it is the principal's room, you should always knock and then you should ask, may I come in, and then you can go. Okay, even if you're in the classroom, you want to go to washroom, you want to go to wash your hands, you can ask your teacher that, teacher, may I go to the washroom, can I wash my hands? These are the things, these are the good habits and good manners. When we grow up, we learn. Okay, and when we make mistakes, they show us how to correct them. Yes, when we make mistakes, we all make mistakes, nobody is perfect, nobody, you cannot find a person that has not made a single mistake. Everybody makes a mistake. But when you make a mistake, your parents sometimes shout at you, sometimes beat you, and sometimes, after beating and shouting whatever, they make you understand that, don't do this again, this is a very bad thing which you have done. So they try to correct us, they try to correct our mistakes. And yes, you should always learn good things from your mistakes. Okay, parents want us to become good people. Very, very important thing. Everybody's parents want their children to become a good person in life, which is very, very important. Our loved ones try hard to see that we develop good habits. Good habits is the most important thing in life. Good habits, good manners. Because of that, a person is, personality is developed in a good way. They appreciate when we can do all the things properly. And yes, when you go wrong, they will shout at you. But when you do good things, they will also appreciate you. They will praise you. Yes, very good, excellent, you have done very good. So they are there to correct you also, and they are there to appreciate also, and they are in every walks of your life whenever you need them. Okay, so children, what have we learned today? Two important things we have learned today. The many things we learn as we grow up together make our upgrowing. Okay, the things we learn as we grow up is known as upbringing. Okay, and our parents and close relatives play an important part in our upbringing. Yes, who helps us to become a good person in life, who helps our upbringing to go in a better and a good way? Our parents and close relatives. Okay, grandparents, they all help us to make us a good human being in life, and which is very, very important. So have you understood, children, what is upbringing? Okay, thank you, children, for listening to me carefully. See you in the next video.